I want to share with you a few reasons why I became a Silva Ultramind trainer. I've always, since I was a little girl, been interested in anything outside the box. I've always wanted to know, what are we doing here? What is this human condition all about? I used to ask those questions all the time to myself and other people when I got a chance because I was really curious. It just seemed like there had to be something going on much beyond what we just see in the three-dimensional world. And I always had kind of unusual experiences. As a little girl, I had an imaginary friend that was very, very real. I had, you know, I used to see this shadow on my wall. It looked like a man with a hat on, like Dick Tracy, who was one of the comic book characters back then. Now I hear about this man that a lot of people see, especially when they're young, who is like a shadow. There's all sorts of interesting things that happen in our world that we can't explain many times. And I like to know exactly how you can explain them. If I can figure it out, I'm happy. So I've always been studying metaphysical books. And, I started flying when I was 19, in 1967, when I was 20. I had the experience of seeing 3 UFOs up close, saucers with domes on top, got highly motivated to join the airlines after that to find out where they were coming from. And I started reading books written by mystics and teachers. I was really into Edgar Cayce back then in the 60s and all the predictions that he made. Some of them seem to be coming true right now. The big ones, I hope don't. He saw massive cataclysmic happenings geographically around the world and a lot in the United States. Who knows? Maybe he was right. But I have had my own prophetic dreams that have come true. So I do know that you can tap into this dimension. And like the mystics tell us, that hang out there in the higher realms, there is no time. Time is an earth thing, 24-hour clock, and the days of the year and everything are all because we live in this three-dimensional world. But I love to teach people the Silva training because they get tremendous results. And after I had my own personal aha moments with spontaneous healings of things that were pretty serious, like cancer, appendicitis attack, smashing up a car with no seatbelt on and walking away, I realized that there is a way to use and activate your superpowers. And we all have them, but they need to be activated. And our culture and our teachings in our schools isn't really doing much to activate people. Yes, you can be religious, and that's a wonderful thing to have great faith. And I do have great faith, and I do feel like Jesus was the master teacher. But I also love to study the writings of other masters to see what they have to say. And they're all taking us to the same place, that there's only one God, and we are created in his image and likeness. And the more we can identify with ourselves as being a spiritual being, as opposed to a three-dimensional human being with limitations, the more we can expand our consciousness and become more godlike while we're living here on planet Earth. But one of the big secrets is to be selfless instead of self-centered. The more selfless you become, the more help you get from the spiritual dimension to do what you want to do. So I love to teach this seminar because Jose Silva really got it. He put together a program. I teach a seminar in 4 sessions now over the internet on Zoom live that you can come to in January. And you will learn a lot about how to use your mind to focus on what you desire to manifest your dreams and your desires. Maybe you want to heal yourself. Maybe you want to heal other people. Maybe you want to tune into your pets or, communicate with them better. Maybe you want to manifest something in your world, like a different job or a career, or find your purpose. Finding your purpose is huge. So many people that took my seminar over the years were always trying to figure out, why am I here? What is my purpose? Well, when you learn how to connect with your higher self, which knows everything and knows why you're here and knows what you came here to do, you can get answers. You just need to know how to go within. I also suggest that you go to the meditation video that's on my YouTube channel that I did a few weeks ago. It just says meditation. That is the long relax. And you can use that to relax your body, relax your mind, and go to that level of consciousness, the alpha level, where you can focus on what you desire. So go check that out too. And go to my website, RebeccaTripp.com. I also have a course called the Mega Manifestation Method. And you can take a look at my book that came out a few years ago. You might want to check that out. So it's RebeccaTripp.com.